Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
Welcome everybody to Thursday Night Renegades as 12 of your favorite monster trucks are set and ready to compete here tonight. Who will take home the checkered flag and take this victory right into the event wild card coming up this weekend? We've got your favorite ones ready to go. Carolina Crusher, Predator, Prowler, Bigfoot, they're all here. And your reigning defending champion, Sobe, and that sweet looking Chevrolet. Let's go ahead and take a recap of last week. Huge problems for the Carolina Crusher team as they blew out their transmission. Horrible issue with that going on. They were unable to make it out of the second round. Let's hope they can do better this week. Moving on to round number one, it's going to be the Predator machine taking on the Bulldozer.
Now the Bulldozer machine has been running pretty consistent here on Renegades. Predator made it to the semifinals last week. Let's see what he can do this time as we go green. Predator now down a straight stretch. Bulldozer trying to play catch up and gets into the Predator machine. Predator will move on to round number two after a good race. The sudden impact will take on the Gunslinger. Two Fords. Who's going to take it as they head down? Lanford's got his hands full up and over, and the sudden impact pulls on him a little bit. Let's go down here and get an MTA official and see who won this race. And it looks like from here the sudden impact, and yes it will be, the sudden impact Ford advances. Gravedigger takes on the Barefoot. The Gravedigger hasn't made it out of the first round the whole time in the Renegade series as we go green. Barefoot pulls on him. Dodge versus Chevrolet, and the Dodge puts Gravedigger on the trailer. Back to Kill Double Hills for Team Gravedigger, and the Barefoot Dodge will move on to round number two. Our first flag holder from week number one, Rich Wagner and the American Guardian, will take on the Prowler machine as we go green. Headed down the straight stretch now, American Guardian pulls on him, but Prowler will upset the first checkered flag champion, and Prowler moves on to round number two. Good race right there by those two. Team Mints will take on the Carolina Crusher. As we noted earlier in the show, Carolina Crusher, huge problems last week. Mints pulls on them a little bit, they're neck and neck, and oh, they get tangled up. Team Mints all up in the Carolina Crusher. Unbelievable race. Carolina Crusher will move on. Bigfoot will take on the current champion, Sobe. Ford versus Chevrolet as they head to the starting line. We go green now. Chevrolet pulls on him up and over, and Bigfoot will upset the champion right off the break. Bad news for the Sobe Chevrolet team as they will lose the checkered flag as we head on into round number two. Now before we get to round number two, problems in the sudden impact pit as they're trying to get that truck cranked up and running, and I don't think it's starting up for them. If they can get it started, they got it started. So they're going to head to the starting line now, and they're going to pull up against Predator in round number two to kick things off. The sudden impact team worked hard to get that truck back to the starting line. Let's see what's going to happen as we go green. Both trucks look even. Predator's got his hands full. Sudden impact catches up on him. And we're going to have to get an MTA official because we don't know who won this race. It might end up being a dead heat if we get an official down here, and it looks like, wow, the sudden impact machine might have beat Predator by half a tire tread, and sudden impact will move on to the semifinals. Good race right there. Both trucks giving it their all. Barefoot will take on the Prowler machine. Now Barefoot made it to the finals last week as we go down the straight stretch up and over the cars, and Barefoot gets into Prowler. He has rolled the Prowler truck over. Look at this midair. He got into him and turned the truck over. Prowler nonetheless will move on to the semifinals. Bigfoot out of Pacific, Missouri will take on the Carolina Crusher from Wadesboro, North Carolina. Ford versus Chevrolet as we go green. Bigfoot pulls on Crusher up and over, and Bigfoot gets into him. But it looks like the big Ford out of Pacific, Missouri will take out the Carolina Crusher as we move on to the semifinals. Before we move on to the semifinals, problem for the Prowler truck in the pits. It seems when they rolled over, the truck may have sucked a valve and they lost oil pressure. The truck got real hot coming back to the pits. You can see it smoking right now. They're hoping to get that truck back together and back to the starting line to take on the sudden impact to end out this semifinal matchup. Hopefully the Prowler team can make it back. And yes, they've got that Prowler machine up to the starting line to take on sudden impact. They put new oil in the truck and got it to cool down. Here we go as we go green. Prowler sudden impact. Prowler pulls on him up and over. Hard roll for Prowler. That's twice tonight that Prowler truck has ended up upside down. Hopefully they can bring it back for the finals. We're going to head over now to the Wheel of Attitude to see who's going to take on Bigfoot in this semifinal matchup. And it looks like the winner will be the Predator machine coming back to take on Bigfoot. Bigfoot's been running strong all night. He has actually been to more final competitions in this circuit than any other truck out here. Bigfoot Predator as we go green down the straight stretch, and Bigfoot will take it to the wall. Bigfoot will put Predator on the trailer once again tonight, and Bigfoot moves on to the finals. This is it. This is what we all come to see. Who will get the number 30 spot in the wild card competition coming up this weekend as Prowler takes on Bigfoot, and we get up to the start line and get set to go green. Bigfoot, Prowler for the finals. Down the straight stretch, they're neck and neck, and Prowler will take it to the wall, but Bigfoot's right behind him. Looks like the Prowler machine is just ahead of the Bigfoot Ford, and indeed, Prowler will take the checkered flag and get the number 30 spot moving on in the wild card competition this weekend. Congratulations to Matthew Pusey and the Prowler taking home the checkered flag. Thank you guys for watching Thursday Night Renegades. Be sure to check out Wild Card at the end of the month. Thank you guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week.
Watch the lights and my hands are sweaty. I hear the people screaming, so you better get ready. Yeah, cause when it drops, I'ma take the shot, rock the spot, make it hot, cause it's about that time.